So tell me, where are you streaming from?
Currently I'm streaming from United Kingdom.
Okay. So how long have you been there?
I've been in the UK for a year plus now, a year and a few
Okay.
months now. Yeah, I came in September 2024. That was
Mhm.
around 2 to 3 months before my dad, Daniel Harry, traveled to Nigeria to bury his mom, my grandmother. And that
Mhm.
was the period, so should I say that was like around my first 6 months in the country. I was having frequent communication with him at that time before he traveled, and we
Mhm.
initially had plans to, meet in 2024 around that Christmas period, but because of his
Mhm.
mom's funeral, he had to postpone
Mhm.
our visit, our meeting up. So when he went to Nigeria, I was still talking with him, and when he got back,
Mhm.
we were still talking. And I think around January, that was around my birthday period because
Mhm.
my birthday is January 9th. And that was when
Mhm.
I think I had the most conversation I had with him last. Because after that day, um, yeah, I had communication with him over time and not too often at that time because we were planning to meet in February as well. So I was very busy with the travel
Mhm.
plans and all. So I was just locked in with my studies in the UK, having hopes that I was
Mhm.
going to see my daddy soon. Yeah, so
Mhm.
that really, really was a huge plan that I was so excited, looking forward to. So at about February, yeah, that was when
Mhm.
I lost contact with my dad, and I was even more,
Okay.
yeah, more troubled because our travel plans was, at that same time, and I wasn't hearing from him. And yeah, that was when
Mhm.
the sad news was broken to me as well. So yeah, I'd say I've been in the UK so far a year plus, and my my early months in this country has, been very sad due to my dad's death.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was
Mm.
how I got to hear about my dad's death, which still is a mystery to me because since then till now, no information,
Mhm.
no tangible evidence or results or information from the court or every other legal practitioner involved in the case has not even been able to bring back any information. So it's still a mystery till now.
Mm. Wow. First of all, I must say, I'm very sorry for the death of your dad. So, like, fine. Before I go further, like, what was the story behind the death of your father? Like, what were you told? Like, the reason your dad was killed,
Um,
allegedly.
yeah, initially when I first heard the news in February 14th,
Mm-hmm.
2025 this
Mm-hmm.
year,
Mm-hmm.
I heard that there was a speculation going on in Luxembourg that my dad
Mm-hmm.
was encountered their police and he had some argument with them, and the argument
Mm-hmm.
led to the police assaulting my dad in public, and which
Mm-hmm.
resulted to him fall into coma, and he was taken to the police station for interrogation, and then he was further taken to the hospital that same night of February 10th, 2025. And then the
Mm-hmm.
next date, February 11th, the doctor called
Mm-hmm.
that he was they lost him because the injury was too fatal. So that
So,
was
but like,
the explanation they
how
gave
did it
me.
happen? Like, how did it happen? Like, how were there? What really happened at the initial time before the police started like beating him up? Like, could you please elaborate more on that?
Yes, so far from all my findings relating to the incident that day, I
Mm-hmm.
discovered that he just had like a regular evening outing
Mm-hmm.
before he ran into the police. And the set of police that met with him, the
Mm-hmm.
set of police that actually tortured him were actually
Mm-hmm.
referred by a different set of police that first
Mm-hmm.
encountered him at the scene where the owner of the lounge called the first set of police. So the second set of police that met him on his way were trying to interrogate him on based on the phone call they received from the first set of police. So he actually gave them all the evidence they needed to be sure that it was legal in the country. And after all the
Mm-hmm.
interrogation, he insisted that he wanted to continue his journey, like head on to where he was going in the first place before they
Mm-hmm.
stopped him. And the police were like, no, that they won't let him go yet, that he needs to wait for some time for them to make some calls. So and he was like, you just met me here and I've responded with you out of respect, and now you want to waste my time. I just got back from work and I'm heading somewhere. I'm tired. I have to get to where I'm going. And in that haste, he kind of like walked away from them and stuff like that. And they said that the police attacked him and started beating him up in public, and they used their teaser on him, and that's how they he fell on the ground, and they were still hitting him, torturing him and all of that. And then when they saw that he wasn't responding to them, then they took him to the police station. So according to the police that was reporting to my dad's family friend in Luxembourg that went to represent the family to get the information from the police, they said to him that when they took him to the hospital, that the doctor called the next morning that they lost him. So that was how they lost him. And since that incident, they didn't even call anyone, try to maybe take his phone or find any contact to contact anyone. They just left it within themselves until that friend actually got there to get information about the whereabouts of my father. So it's really painful, you know. It's very painful. It just disappeared like that.
So, do they find any stuff with you that any kind of hard stuff like
No, there was
before they
no,
started, like you know?
no, not at all. There was
So
no,
was your dad kind of like trying to argue with them or maybe fight with them, like fought with them that very day?
no, there was no narration in that regard, because everyone that spoke about their witness all stated the same thing, that my dad was just on his own, like walking on the road like every other civilian. And when he was stopped, he respectfully stopped and listened to the police and followed every instruction they gave to him. They asked him to evidence his document, where he lives and everything. He was able to evidence all of that to the police. So it's natural for him to expect them to let him go because he is legal in the country.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a criminal, or neither is he living illegal in the country. He's legal, he's a legal resident. So he was
Mm-hmm.
very confident in himself to, you know, uh, to verify his identity to the police. So he expected them to allow him continue his journey. So in that space of time when they were arguing with him about him moving on and asking him to wait back for them to get some phone call confirmation from another police, all of those things probably startled him, and he wasn't prepared for all that, because it seemed there was no necessary need for him to wait back and start arguing with them. So he decided to walk away from them. He tried to, according to the people that were saying it, they said he tried to walk away from the police, and that was when they started attacking him, and they started severely attacking him in public. So they attacked him as though they found something on him, or he was actually a suspected criminal, which was the opposite of the case. Everyone that witnessed the scene from the beginning till the very end that he was tortured all said that my father responded, complied with every procedure that they gave to him. And he was not even, you know, holding anything. anything illegal, or was he in looking irresponsible, or was he a suspect of any? There was none of such. So the whole narration is still unclear because we are still waiting for the official result from the police and the hospital as well, because we want to know the cause of the death through the autopsy, and that's the call we've been calling since February this year, and there hasn't been any response, any tangible response regarding that. They still claim that they are, checking out for extra, they're doing carrying out extra tests on the body
Mm-hmm.
to further investigate the initial result that they've gotten before. So, and that is still not, we are still not satisfied with that procedure because it's so obvious.
So, okay, wow. This is very sad to hear because why I wasn't, you say everything happened at in February 9th, right? Because
February 10th.
February 10th. Okay, I was in Luxembourg. That was lately January, That was around January 20 something because for my birthday was 25, and I was there around 22 or 23, stuff like that. So at the long run, I met your dad, because I never knew him. So we were just, sitting down at a barbing salon in Luxembourg. So I was just, sitting quietly on before, like all of a sudden your dad just noticed me. He was like, "Hey, see Tyler Davido, maybe you." So like because I was sitting quietly, like almost everyone in the room, I think it was only two people who knew me. Well, I was just, sitting quietly, and then your dad started shouting, "Hey, we have a celebrity in the house, we have a celebrity in the house, da, 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 da." So it was that very moment, everyone in the room now notice that, oh, Italian Davido is here. So immediately your dad said, come and interview me, come and interview me, come and interview me, come and interview me. So guys, I'm gonna add the link of his dad video on this on this um on this video. I'm gonna add the link on the description below. So maybe now or later, so that you guys can go and check it out. So he was so excited. And your dad was like, come and interview me, come and interview me, come and interview me. And it was at night, it was like, let's say by almost 6 p.m., by 6 p.m., everywhere must have, gotten dark, stuff like that. So that was how I had an interview with your dad. So me judging from then it was later about like, okay, me judging from the interview I had with your dad before I was called that, oh,
Mm.
your dad is dead. I was like, okay, me judging from the interview was like, when I interviewed your dad, he was very healthy,
Yeah,
strong,
he
vibrant,
is.
you know.
He is.
So I felt that energy, and he was very happy to meet me that very day at Uncle Sonny Barbing Salon
Yes,
store at Luxembourg. So that was when we had the interview, and he's a working class man, you
he
know.
is.
He's working, and he told me that he recently came back from Nigeria, and
Yeah.
yes, he recently came back from Nigeria, and he recently got an apartment. Even
Yes.
in the interview we did, he was sharing how difficult it is to get an apartment in Luxembourg
Mhm.
and the challenges he went through before he could, get an apartment in
Yeah.
Luxembourg. So like we talked about everything. He's working, he's paying tax, he's
Mhm.
genuine in the country. So like judging from the hours I spent from your dad, there was nothing suspicious, from that hour we spent together at the barbing salon in Luxembourg there before we had the interview. After the interview, like we all sat, and a lot of people was coming in, coming out, and I was happy to be around them that very day. And I interviewed a lot of people sharing their experience in Luxembourg, da 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 da. Da. Then after some months, then I came back to Italy. Then someone reached out to me, someone I respect a lot in Luxembourg. So he sent me a lot of photos why when your daddy was at the hospital, at the
Mhm.
mortuary, the heads and everywhere was broken. Like I couldn't watch that picture. I was like, what? How did this happen? So, and I wanted to bring the person on a live broadcast, just like what we're doing now. So he told me that he's going to get back to me. Yeah, that was what he told me, that he's going to get back, that they have already informed the Nigerian embassy, and they have gotten lawyer in Luxembourg that they are fighting. Hopefully, they're going to get a justice for your dad. And he said, okay, fine, Davido, don't worry, I'm going to keep you posted the following day. Okay. And I said, okay, fine, I'm waiting. And ever since then to now, I have never heard from anyone. And if you go and watch the video I did with your dad, the interview, go to the comment section. You're going to see everyone is commenting that this man was allegedly killed by Luxembourg police. And it's quite sad that no one is talking about it.
It
No one,
is.
I've never seen anyone on social media talk about your dad dead, because he had a lot of friends in Luxembourg, but I don't know if perhaps if they are doing something, behind, camera and all of that. Well, so if I may ask you a question now. So at this very point, you said that you guys are waiting for the autopsy, right?
Yeah, so far we are still waiting for the autopsy,
Mm-hmm.
but the response we've gotten so far from the court in Luxembourg is that the autopsy result they have is undergoing another investigation, of
Mm-hmm.
which they are waiting for the final result from their ongoing investigation
Okay.
before they will issue us like a court hearing date to present the case in court and probably have witnesses and evidence and all of that. But it's taking so long. Like, you won't believe this has been on since February and we're in December now. And just yesterday I messaged the lawyer in Luxembourg representing
Mm-hmm.
us, representing the
Mm-hmm.
case. I asked
Mm-hmm.
him what's going on, and the response I could still get was his own email to the judge, asking the judge where are they, still in December. Like, I'm so confused at this point. I went to Luxembourg in September to get more clarity on the case. You won't believe that even when I got there, where they sent me that they buried my dad's corpse was not even so true, because I couldn't have access to him. I couldn't see the exact spot where my dad was buried. When I questioned for them to give me access to him, at least because you haven't given me justice yet, at least give me access to my own dad's corpse. I need to see my dad and be sure that he is still in Luxembourg, his body is still here. You won't believe it. So now I didn't get access till I left Luxembourg. I didn't get access to see my dad. I tried to push for the lawyer to, get me to speak with the community morgue or stuff to, get them to give me access. And all they said was, oh, they will send mails, they will go through the rights protocol, the channels and all of that, and then they will propose a date that I will come back. I'll travel back to Luxembourg to probably see the cops and all that. So I just got fed up because I was like, do you know, at this point, I am seeking justice for my dad. That's one thing. But another thing that is still holding is the fact that I am not able to give my dad a befitting funeral. It's one thing to bury the body and another thing to seek justice. But this
Mm-hmm.
corpse in question, he's still lying unburied since February, which is abnormal. It doesn't deserve that. So I'm trying to find all means to just get my dad out of that country and give him a befitting burial in Nigeria, because the way the case is going, I am strongly, strongly hoping that justice gets served, because we will not stop. And why we're not stopping is because my dad is a good man.
Absolutely.
You won't be, you see the same thing you said right now about my
Hmm.
dad
Hmm.
regarding the few minutes you spent with him.
Sure.
If you go to Luxembourg right now, you will
Hmm.
hear the same thing from
Sure.
more than 100 people that have come in contact with my dad.
Hmm.
Everyone keeps saying the same thing, that my dad was a good man. It was so, so good, free spirited. It was very honest. He's not someone that hides anything. He's not someone that you see him in a very, in fact, he's always responsibly
Absolutely.
looking. It's from his
But
dressing
very
to
true.
his
Very true. Very
pick
true.
up
Very true.
his words to how he does his things. He's very responsible. And legally, he has all his paper upright in the country. So if such a thing should happen to a civilian, a good citizen like this, what's the hope for every other Nigerian that have dreams of traveling out of Nigeria? Because this is, we shouldn't accept this. We shouldn't. And I personally, I can't bear the loss of my dad, talk less more of standing and watching injustice. It's two double worries for me, and I really, really, really need help. I need
Like,
help. I have tried to rely on the lawyers in Nigeria and Luxembourg that advise we take this
so how about,
process
were you
in.
able to have a contact with the Nigerian embassy in Luxembourg? Like, did you make any move like to interact with anyone at the embassy? I guess there is an embassy in Luxembourg, right? So,
Yes, the embassy in Germany, the one controlling Luxembourg and Germany and France,
okay.
all of that. The
Mm-hmm.
ambassador is actually involved in the case as well. He is
Okay.
aware of it. He even
Okay.
visited Luxembourg in regards to this case to discuss
Mm-hmm.
with the Luxembourg lawyer.
Okay.
But my problem is that all of this involvement that has been ongoing since February is not heading anywhere. And we
Hmm.
need justice.
This.
We need more voices. We need more hands on this, because this is not just a fight for my father, Daniel Harry, but it's a fight for every Nigerian citizen that is living in and
Hmm.
out of Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Because even
But
if you will
like,
live in Nigeria, you will live one day.
absolutely. But like, was there anyone with your dad when this incident happened?
Yes, there was a witness. His friend was actually with him
Mm-hmm.
the day that he met with the police. And that person, I got to meet the person when I visited Luxembourg in
Okay.
September,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me everything that happened
Happened.
that day. Although he was not able to make records because the
Mm-hmm.
police were there, he was afraid of what the police would do to him. But he
Mm-hmm.
witnessed it all with his own eyes, and he
Mm-hmm.
said everything to me with his mouth. So I can't override that witness over every other speculations I've been hearing from different mouths. So I'm sticking by what that person that witnessed everything said to me. And that is my strongest motivation waiting on this case to get to the point where we can evidence everything we know in court. Because truly, my dad was so clean until that moment. He has nothing on him. He had
So,
nothing on his record.
so what has
He's
the police,
purely
what are
innocent.
the reports from the police? Like, what are the take concerning the death of your dad? Like, did you heard anything from them, from the Luxembourg police?
The same narrative that the police gave to my dad's family friend that initially contacted the police when they were running wanted missing person search for my dad, said
Mm-hmm.
that the police said to him that, oh, we know this man, we met him in social location, and he had an encounter with the police on they had an argument, and they took him to the station for interrogation, and when they got to the station he was fainting, like he was fainting in the station, and then they took him to the hospital, and then
So
when
meaning
they
that after they beat him up, they now took him to the station. That like they never took him directly to the hospital
They
to
didn't
the
take him
beginning
direct
of.
to the hospital. They took him
Okay.
straight head to the station. And from the station, in their
Station.
statement, when they took him to the station, he was fainting. He started fainting when he got to the
Okay.
station. And then they took him to the hospital. When he got to the hospital, they left him there for treatment. And the doctor called them that my dad did not make it because he arrived too late with severe injuries. The question that was asked on that very spot when this man heard all this information was, how did you meet a healthy man on the road and brought him to the station and is fainting? How was that possible? And all this, they never ever said anything like, oh, it was beaten up on the way before we brought him here, or we beat him up in the station. They didn't say anything like that. They just said we picked him up on the way and he started fainting in the station and we took him to the hospital and he's dead.
So that was
Because
the report from the police,
that
from
was
Luxembourg
that was
police.
that was the initial report they gave to us about the whereabouts of my dad. And that was why we took up the case that we need an autopsy result to back up the report that they were
Mhm.
giving us about the whereabouts of my dad. And that is where we still are till now, because they haven't given us any official autopsy result regarding this. And not just
And it's
that,
getting to almost 1 year.
yes, this is December and all of this happened in February 11th, when the doctor confirmed my father dead in February 11th, 2025. From that date till now, there hasn't been any feedback regarding his autopsy results. And as if that is not even painful enough, my dad corpse was taken off the morgue in August, buried without any family member's
Okay.
consent or any legal representative's authorization. No information, no awareness was given regarding that transfer of my dad's corpse from the morgue, from the hospital morgue to the cemetery that they put him. So it was people that came across the newspaper that were like, oh, they were speaking to the other representative in Luxembourg, and they told them that, oh, we
Mhm.
are aware about the case that you guys have been fighting publicly, and we just saw a newspaper that they buried the corpse. Are you guys not aware? And the paper was, published in Luxembourg language. So only for those, that particular place you went to in Luxembourg that you saw
Mhm.
my dad, the barbing salon, the
Mhm.
owner of the barbing salon, it was the
Mhm.
one that got the news. And then that was that I got to also hear as well as a surprise. Like, and that's a moment I was still fighting all means to get myself to Luxembourg to, see the cops and all of that. But I could they didn't even give me the chance
Mhm.
to get there before they took my dad to the grave. And but when I went to Luxembourg finally in September, this so-called cemetery they claimed to bury my dad was not true, because I didn't see evidence of my dad corpse on the spot that they identified for my dad,
Hmm.
which even raised more suspicion,
Okay.
because now you are seizing the body, you're not giving me access. So, and I said, I want confirmation that where I am seeing, where you're pointing at right now, has my dad's corpse. And they couldn't do anything. They couldn't confirm anything. They couldn't give me anything. All they say is, maybe the corpse is there, maybe it's not there. What are you saying? Like, man,
But it was on the
I just cried
newspaper
my
that
heart
they have
out
already
that day. It
buried
was
him.
painful. Yeah. Pardon, what did you say?
So, but I mean, it was on the newspaper that he was buried, right?
Yes,
But
that he
now
has
you
been
couldn't,
buried.
yeah, he has been buried, but now you couldn't find his grave.
I did not. I couldn't find his corpse in the cemetery that they said they buried him.
Wow.
So there is no official or legal whereabout about his corpse right now. There is none. And the case is not leading, and they're not giving us tangible response about the investigation that they've been doing since February. For someone that has clean record, if maybe we probably knew this man to be like maybe a very dishonest person, or very,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
tough, rugged, or,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
suspicious person,
Mm-hmm.
who would want to, raise their voice for a
Voice.
fight like
Sure,
this?
sure.
But because we know him so well, like, we are confident that this is who this man
That is
was.
exactly what
Like,
I'm
he was
saying.
a
Like,
good man. He
absolutely,
was a good
very,
man.
very good one. Very good one.
He was a
Because
good citizen.
judging from the time I had with your dad, from the interview, like your dad is very clean, judging from the
He
video
is.
and the hours I spent with him. He was very vibrant. He was the one that let people know, man, Italian Davido is here. Italian Davido is here. Italian Davido
That's
is here.
him.
You know,
That's
I
him.
was, we were at that place at at the barbing salon. We spent up to like we left it there say by 1 a.m.
Wow.
We were
That's
just
my dad.
having a good time, because there is that Nigerian community in
Hmm.
Luxembourg at that barbing salon. Like most probably when it's weekend, you see it all Nigerians coming around. Like everyone is coming with a bottle of champagne, wine, food, drinks, and all of that. So like there was this kind of happiness and this kind of happy community in
Yeah.
of Nigerians in Luxembourg, and a lot of them usually gather at that barbing salon. That is Uncle Sonny Barbing Salon. So that
Yes,
was,
Uncle Sonny.
yeah,
Yes.
that was where we all, sat down that very day after the interview. So it was very sad that no one is talking about it, and that your dad was allegedly killed by Luxembourg police. And up to this very moment now, no results. No one
No
is, because
result.
I interview your dad, man. If I never interview your dad, like maybe I wouldn't have been talking about it. I would never ask you to come here, to share your own experience. And to whoever that is watching, okay. So you say you are a lawyer in Denmark. Okay, someone said that you should go back to the newspaper and tell them the side of the story. Okay, like I'm reading from the chat, you know.
The newspaper was published in Luxembourg. I don't have access to the newspaper.
Okay, so people are kind of like saying definitely you're gonna get a justice and all of that. So, but do you still have any plans to go back to Luxembourg? Maybe to interact with the people there, or maybe to go to the police station. Do you still have any plans?
I am I am actually on a standby with my toes on the ground, waiting for a call. I'm waiting for a call in any minute just to get there because I still have something that is precious to me in Luxembourg, which is my dad's corpse. And I have a very strong
Okay,
fight,
please
which is the
a
justice. So I'm
second.
ready to go anytime.
Okay,
But I'm still waiting for their call.
someone who is a lawyer from Denmark on the chat is saying that um they say the police is part of the government. So forget about the police and take your case to the local press. You will soon get justice.
Amen.
Okay. Then he went further and said that any time justice is delayed, the government is at fault. This is coming from a lawyer. Okay. He said anytime justice is delayed, the government is at fault. You should know this by now. Okay. Then he said, then go back to the same newspaper and tell them the side of your story. Yeah. So would you still like to go to Luxembourg then? But do you still have the newspaper? Do you know the contents of the news stuff like that?
No, I don't have the newspaper. It
Okay.
was
How about the one you
confirmation
posted
from.
on your Instagram? I saw something on your Instagram.
Yes, there was one that was I got that from the lawyer in Luxembourg
Okay.
when I visited the lawyer regarding my university tuition and all of that regarding the case because I needed confirmation from him to give back to my university to spend me more time in school.
Mhm.
So part of the evidence that he gave to me to give to my school was public some newspaper publication that was regarding the case, but it wasn't about the burial that they did. So I initially took that paper. It was written on in Luxembourg language. I didn't understand it, and it didn't translate it for me. It just said, "Oh, that finally that the Luxembourg press as we've gotten the attention of the Luxembourg press to talk about the case." That this was the press release from Luxembourg regarding the case, and I just took the paper with me back to the UK. And then when I
Mhm.
got to the UK and I actually took my time to read the paper and ask my German friends to translate for me, I got to understand that. the the press release from Luxembourg was a complete, opposite narrative of the
Mm-hmm.
case. So what they were speculating on the release was that my dad was allegedly picked by the police on his way from the supermarket while he was holding a bag of foodstuffs. And when he was interrogated by the police, he had some argument with the police, and then the police apprehended him, and that's how they took him to the police station. They took him, apprehended him, and he started falling ill, and then they took him to the hospital. That's my father.
This or that. So,
Yeah.
this lawyer is also on the chat. He said that, my dear, he said, no one is fighting your case. He said, not even your lawyer. This is coming from a lawyer, okay, from the chat. He said that no one is fighting your case. He said, not even your lawyer. Because I guess that is the reason why it's been delayed up to this very moment. Because I know here in the Western world, it doesn't take a lot of time for autopsy,
Yeah,
results to come. It doesn't take
yes.
more than maximum 2 months.
It
Like,
doesn't.
I know
Doesn't
I'm
take
not a
long.
doctor, but like perhaps 2 months. But now it's almost like getting to 10 months, and there have not been any atom of truth or good evidence
Nothing.
of things,
Nothing.
and everyone is silent about it because this is very heartbroken.
Because at this point I'm still very, very worried. I'm still very worried because the last time that they spoke about this online, it was actually published on Vanguard. Yes.
Okay.
And the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, they also spoke about it. So, and having two lawyers in Nigeria and in Luxembourg handling the case is what
Okay.
is getting me, worried the most, because I don't even know which other route to take, which other part, what other method to apply again. Because at this point, I'm trying to leave everything in the legal aspect, allow the legal practitioners to do what they need to do. But it seems like my questions every day to their ears is becoming a problem to them, that they don't have anything to tell me. Just yesterday, when I messaged the Luxembourg lawyer, the only response he gave to me was an email conversation between him and
Mhm.
the judge, asking the
Mhm.
judge where are they at the in the case right now, that the families from Nigeria and the doctor is worried about the case, that he was going to transfer my information to the judge, that the judge should see how worried I am, that the judge should let him know where they are at the case. And I'm like, so that's the same response I've been getting since I got back from Luxembourg in September. They keep saying that they are on the case, they are on the case, they contacted the judge says that they are still on it. And I'm like, are there no other legal ways to go around this if the judge is not responding? That's the answer I'm still waiting for, man.
Not
No
that,
one is
not
saying
that, not
anything.
that, not that I'm supporting crime. I'm not supporting crime. Like, anyone who commit crime should face the consequences. But like, there are some diplomatic ways to handle these things. Let's assume perhaps your dad were caught with some stuff, but it shouldn't be something that would take his life.
Yes,
I
that's
don't
the
know if
problem
I'm making
here.
sense. It
Yes,
shouldn't be something that will take his life, even if at all, let's say he was caught with something, da 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 da. But now he wasn't caught with anything, and they just
nothing.
took his life just like that. This is
Just
look at
like
look at
that.
your dad. Look at the interview I had with your dad. Look at this. This is just the screenshot. Luxembourg. You see, this was the interview I had with your dad. Why very close to the barbing salon where we all
Yeah.
sat down, drank, ate, and your dad was very agile, strong. He recently came back. He showed me the apartment he rented in Luxembourg. He,
Yeah.
he told me he spent almost 4,000 plus to rent an apartment and all of that. Like, he just came back from, I think it was your grandmom,
Yeah, my
burial,
grandma's funeral in
bury,
Nigeria.
yeah, in Nigeria. So he told me everything. Like, you guys can go and check the video. So I'm gonna still upload it later and then add it. So it was a really good time I had with your dad. He's a responsible man. How could a man that is getting to 50 years be involved in crime and stuff like that? Your dad was a working class man. Even the video is an evidence that your dad is working. He said it on the interview I had with him. So it was very sad that up to this moment there is no justice. No one is coming out to say, okay, this is what really happened. So like the guy you said that was there when your dad was being apprehended or being attacked by the police allegedly. So is the guy willing perhaps maybe to stand in the court of law should in case maybe the lawyer asks for his presence? Is he willing to
Oh,
to give his own point of view and explanation how everything happened that very night?
hopefully, I hope he's able to do so because
Right.
he's the only person that was there that day.
Mhm. Are you still in
And
contact with him, the
yeah,
guy?
I have means to contact him if I need to, because I know
Okay.
the person, I know someone else that knows him as well. The person that took me to him when I visited Luxembourg in September, I still have contact with that person, so I can reach him when I need to. And that's the point we are actually waiting for, because we wanted the judge to get back to us on their investigation results, and then when we get a court hearing, we're able to, bring our evidence and be able to, stand as witness. So I just hope when we get to that point that this person will be able to come out and speak. I hope so too, but looking at what I saw that day, I think he would want to, because he really respected my dad, and he said so many good things about my dad, and he was so pained. He told me how he couldn't even eat for days, he couldn't do anything because he was so close to my dad and he witnessed everything. Because he said, even when it was happening, he said to himself, my dad is legal. Why would my dad want to run from the police? Why would my dad see police and
Mhm.
run? Why would police even want to attack my dad or beat him ruthlessly like that in public when my dad is clean and is okay? That was the statement he made, because he was confused why all those things was happening, but he couldn't record. According to him, he couldn't bring out his phone to record because the police was so close. He couldn't do anything. He was just watching until they took him away, and only for us to know that they actually took him to the station, not the hospital directly. Because in everyone's presence, he was already losing it in that same scene that he was tortured.
Mhm.
He was losing it
Mhm.
there. It's not as if that they beat him up and maybe until we got to the station before he started losing. No, he lost it right there on the spot. That was where he was running. He was falling into coma. What? Why?
I say when they sent me Jesus, it was very terrifying. Like it was at night they sent me the picture. Like I couldn't watch it. Like I saw how they broke he everywhere, every part of it, his face, like it was torn into two. Like I couldn't. I told the man, please stop sending. They sent me even why he was at the mortuary and all of that. They sent me all of those pictures. But like the moment they say, okay, and I asked the man, okay, I would like to record our conversation. He said, okay, he's going to get back to me. And believe me, the whole chat was deleted. The whole chat
No,
was deleted.
like I really can't stand all of this thing going up, because honestly, in as much as we're all seeing it as just a news, trust me, I am going through every pain that comes with this news, because my entire life was actually built around my dad. Like, I was so close to my dad. So many plans that I have ongoing right now started with my dad. So having to lose him at the middle of all this, it's hard for me, man. It's hard. And knowing that a case like this being put in the hands of Nigerians to fight justice for everyone, not just my dad, but for everyone, it's still going on like this, man. I can't contain my sadness. It's too much for me to bear. Every day I'm worried. I'm always thinking, when will I get a call from this judge? When will I get something positive on this case? Because trust me, I am most worried about my dad not being buried in the right way. My dad has lived so many years abroad, And do you see that trip he told you that he did? He went to in Nigeria. That was his
Mhm.
first trip to Nigeria since 29 years, man. My dad has not been to Nigeria for years. That was his first time going to Nigeria. That was his first time just experiencing that kind of freedom personally. Why? Because he was so used to being a good man, trying to live by the rules, trying to live by the law, trying to do everything right until he can make his own moves. So I'm pained, man. I'm pained. And that same February was when we're supposed to meet. The house he told you that he rented, I
Hmm.
was part of the plans. I was part of his intentions renting that house. It was because I was coming to see him in February. There were so many plans we had together, so many plans. Man, this is too much for me. I'm just coping. I'm just coping out here in the UK because I don't even know how I'm doing it, but I'm just coping. I'm just coping, man. I'm just coping. And this is this is the first loss I'm experiencing in my own immediate family. It's just too much for me, man. It's too much. I've tried my best. I've tried every means to communicate to every person involved in this case for them to do something. But all they are saying is we are working on it. But think about Italian Davido. What work are they working? What work are
Nothing.
they
The lawyer just
working?
a lawyer just said it on the chat. He said they are doing nothing about your dad. They are doing nothing. He said there's another comment he's dropped. He said your dad case is being dropped under the table. Because by now there should have been a symptom of truth that is showcasing to the world that okay, we are getting justice.
I don't know what to do again. I just need help. Because my
So
dad was a good man, man.
abs-
No, he was a good. He doesn't
no
deserve
doubt, no doubt, no
this.
doubt,
He was
no
a
doubt,
good
no doubt,
man.
no doubt, no doubt. From the hours we spent together in Luxembourg, you know, that is an excellent, a good soul, a good soul. He opened, like, we were there, more than like 15 people at the Baby Salute. Like, I was just sitting down. Your dad said, Davido, come. If you watch the video, you will see that he was the one that said, come and interview me. Like, he was so excited. And if you go to the video, even on, I sent you a comment that appeared where
Yeah,
someone
I saw it.
commented that said this man was allegedly killed by Luxembourg police. And if you go to the comment section on YouTube of this video we are talking about, you will see a lot of comments. If you go to the Facebook as well, people are dropping that same comment that this man was allegedly killed by Luxembourg police. And the sad thing is that, you know,
It's sad. I don't know what to do. That's how my dad just disappeared. Just disappeared like that.
so if you like just what the lawyer said, he said he has already told you what you need to do. He said if you can trace that press contact where it was published that your dad what happened. If you can track them and go there and give them your own feedback, then you're going to get your result according to the lawyer on the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, because he
Okay.
said he said your dad case is not no one is fighting for it. It's been abandoned. And it's very sad.
It
Even
is.
when one of them reached out to me, I was like, I said, sir, why are you all not talking about it? Why are you all silent? Because being that the father everyone is silent, it's gonna be like, okay, no one is fighting for him, no one is saying anything, because there is that community of Nigerians in Luxembourg, and they told me, okay, they're going to do their best, they're going to do their best, da, 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 da. I understand very well. I understand. When it comes to things like this, Nigerians, we don't stand for ourselves, and it's very sad.
It
We
is.
don't we can betray ourselves with any amount of money. You know, it is very sad. So I was like, okay, you see, you guys have a lawyer. You had a lawyer
Yes.
in Nigeria.
Yes.
Who's this
I
lawyer
was
involved?
Femi Falana.
Femi Fanana.
Yes. and we have a lawyer in Luxembourg as well.
So have you reached out? Have you been in contact with Femi Fanana? Have you spoken with him for once?
No, I have a mediator between me and him, and the only time that I was aware when he was first introduced to me was when I was asked to sign. I should give a power of attorney to him to take over the case. Yes, that was when I realized that he was involved in the case as well. But I haven't had
So how long
all this.
ago? How long ago has he been involved in this case?
That has been since July, if I'm correct. July. Yeah, July, August. Yeah, before I went to Luxembourg in September, I was already aware that it was involved in the case.
So when was the last time you spoke with the person in between you guys and Fanana?
Yes, I spoke with this person yesterday as well.
So
I
what was the
communicated
report?
with the person. The same report I got from the lawyer was the same thing. This person said that, oh, they haven't gotten any tangible feedback yet, that they are still working on the case. Just like how they always said, like how they've been saying since February that they're working on the case. They said because what my problem here is that they said we cannot open a case until we get the feedback from the judge on the investigation they are carrying out. So it's
But
like,
it's taking time. Like, is it going
yeah,
to take
they're
a whole
delaying the
decade
case.
before they could release the results or what?
Yeah, that's why I don't understand. I don't know why no one is opposing it.
Like
I
just
don't
like what the
know.
lawyer has been saying on the chat, he said that all you need to do is to go look for a local press in Luxembourg. So if you have any plan, let's say for now till January, I think he's a lawyer, so he's telling you from his own experience. He said you should forget about Nigerians in Luxembourg. This is the only thing you have to do. So if you can find that the press that published the thing about your dad, the
Mm.
death of your dad, if you can find it, but how about the one you sent to me? What is the name of this press that published it? This one.
Um,
On your
can't
Instagram.
really.
This one on your Instagram.
Oh, that was the one that was published by Nigerian. It was a Nigerian community that published that. That's not from Luxembourg, is that?
Okay. Is this from Vanguard? The one you say is from
Yeah,
Vanguard?
there's one from Vanguard and
Mm-hmm.
several others.
Oh.
It was quite
Even
online for some
Vanguard carry
time.
and yet we not see
That's the
any good
thing.
result.
Nothing. No results. Nigerian
Because here now,
embassy.
looking at the caption, it say
Neutral.
demands justice over mysterious death of Nigerian in Luxembourg police custody.
Yeah. That has been the heading since February till now. No result. No result, man.
So I think what you're gonna work with is what this lawyer on the chat is saying right now. So I don't know your thought or your take on it. Like he has been saying it since that this is the action you need to take. Look for a local press in Luxembourg. So you said someone sent you the one that was published, that was written in Luxembourg, right?
No, that one was handed to me by the Luxembourg lawyer when I went to Luxembourg in September. The local press release that they
Mm-hmm.
did in Luxembourg regarding
Mm-hmm. So
the
do you
case.
know the name of the channel? Like, yeah.
Mm.
So
I have
if you
to
can, yeah.
refer
So
back
just
to
tell the
it.
lawyer you want to trace
Hmm.
the local press like he sent
Yes.
to you. So
Okay.
just trace it, then you go back there, just like what the lawyer said on the chat.
Hmm.
You go back there and tell them, hey man, this person you guys do you still have the picture on your phone? The one the lawyer sent to you?
No, I don't have it on my phone. I have the hard copy. It's a hard copy I have.
Okay. So immediately you get there, just show them. So this is my dad. Then you can tell them your own side of the story, just like what the lawyer on the chat has been saying that he said your dad case is being kept under the table. I'm looking at it now, it's almost 9 to 10 months. There have not been
It
any
is,
tangible
man.
results.
It is. I don't know what to do about
So,
this
so
now.
whoever, so to my ITT joinees, so whoever that is watching, please, she really needs our help. I beg, she really needs our help. I think it is high time Nigerians should start standing for themselves, for ourselves. We should, like being our brothers and our sisters, keepers. At least this should be the purpose, you know. And ever since then, have you heard anything from the Nigerian embassy in Germany? You say in Germany, right? They are the one in charge of
Yes,
Luxembourg,
they're the
right?
ones involved as well.
So have you heard anything from them again as well?
No, the same feedback I get from them is from this Mr. Sonny that is involved in that is leading the case in Luxembourg. So the feedback I got from him is that they are still on the case. He sends me screenshots of conversations that he has with them that the embassy, German embassy keep saying that, oh, that they are on the case, that they are waiting for the Luxembourg's response. So everything is still going down to Luxembourg's judge. They're waiting for the judge response. That's what everyone is waiting for.
So you say that you still have the interest to take your dad's court back to Nigeria to give
Yes,
you a
I want
beautiful
to.
funeral.
Yes, my dad has properties in Nigeria. He has his own houses. I want him buried in his own house because that's how he had. I want him buried there so that every year I can always go home and visit my dad.
Do you
My
have
dad does not
siblings?
belong. No, I'm the only child of my dad.
Wow. So how about his brothers? Do your dad had any relative here in Europe or
Yes,
in Italy or
yes,
Luxembourg?
yes, relate. Yes, he has relatives and he has family relatives in Nigeria. He has quite a lot of mouths that he is feeding. He is the breadwinner of so many people in Nigeria. I am the only child, but he has so many people looking up to him. He has several siblings. He has a lot of relatives that are looking up to him as well. It's painful for me. I can't. I'm holding myself. I'm holding myself.
Keep going
I'm trying
strong.
so
Stay
hard.
strong.
I'm
Stay
holding
strong.
myself.
Stay
It's
strong.
not easy.
God is going to fight justice for your dad. Okay. And I know that
Man,
he too is going to, I don't know what else. If the dead usually see, I think the dad will fight justice for himself. We're going to get, by help of God, we're going to get justice on this case.
man,
Man, this is sad.
I don't know why these things just tend to happen to we Nigerians the most. I don't know why. But I'm just begging. I'm just begging any way, in anyhow that I can get support. Because now these two lawyers are still they keep saying things as though their hands are tied from doing the needful. And I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why. I just need more voices on this. If not for my dad, but at least for every Nigerians that are out there. It's not easy living abroad. Talk less more of being brutalized like this with no justice. It's not easy. My dad really suffered. Like he really, really went through a hard time abroad. And you all know, not being stable for some time is not easy. You all heard it from the interview. It's not easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't.
Yeah, he came
So why
from
all
Spain
that
now.
suffer
He came from
in his
Spain.
own
Yeah,
country cannot
yeah.
defend? Yeah, you can.
He
He
live
has been
in,
traveling all his
he's
life.
traveling. Yeah, he told me the
All
story. He
his
came
life he
from,
has been traveling. He has been traveling. He's hardworking. He just wanted to provide for his family. He wanted to just be himself, living his own life, JJJ at his own pace. He no thief, he no keep person, he no do bad. He just dey live his own life.
okay now. The lawyer from the chat also said that he said what she needs to do is go online, search for a local newspaper, Luxembourg, or media companies have a contact number and email address, reach out to them.
Okay, I will try that.
Got that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just go on the internet and search for Luxembourg newspaper, and there you're going to get their contacts, da 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 da. Then you can elaborate or brief them about everything that happened. But if you can still track back the one that was sent from you, from the lawyer, if you can check them on the internet, then you can email them.
I'll
I
do that.
think perhaps those guys are going to give you more feedback than reaching out to a new complaints. But you can
Okay.
give it a try in multiple ways, like reaching out to new complaints and also reaching out to the one that published about the death of your dad. Okay, that you want to give your
Okay.
own side of the story. Okay, I think from there, we, by grace of God, I'm so glad that there is a lawyer on the watching. So perhaps from there, by help of God, you're going to get a justice, because judging from the lawyer perspective, he said that this is just the only solution. He's a lawyer from Denmark. Okay, so he said that this is just the only solution for you.
Okay. Thank you
That the
very much.
lawyers, the lawyers, you guys took both Femi Fanana and the one in Lux, according to him, that they are not doing anything. Because by now we should have known where we are in this case now. Because like play, this will get to next year and yet no tangible result, you know. So just work according to what he said.
Okay.
I don't know if you catch my drift.
Okay. I'll give that a try. Thank
Just
you very much for your
be strong.
suggestions.
God
Thank
will,
you.
yeah. So God, man, this one is sad though. This is very heavy. Eh? And I never knew he was your dad. So, but like before you reach out to me on the Instagram, was he still alive then, or he's already?
No, he was dead. So it was when I heard the news. That was when they sent me the video that you interviewed him.
Mhm.
And that was when I looked for you online and tried to reach out to you.
But that na good man, oh, very vibrant. Ah, even the apartment he rented, like he was like, Davido, I'm gonna send you the video, you know, I'm gonna send you the video to like to back it up to let people know that Luxembourg to get an apartment is not easy. You know, it was just an empty apartment, like
Yeah,
no furniture, nothing. He showed
yeah,
me the video and all of that. He said this he spent about 4,000
yeah.
euros, like just
That was
to get an
right.
apartment. And he was so excited, man. Like after since he came back from Nigeria, he has been like sleeping with people on the couch, stuff like that. Like now, finally, he has gotten his own apartment, you know, and it's not to someone dropped that same thing on the comment section, and it's not to do with this man granted his interview. He was allegedly killed by the Luxembourg police, and up to now, no good results, no justice, nothing, nothing.
I'm just praying. I'm just praying Nigerians should just do something about us, Nigerians. Because now we don't even know what's our fate out here in this Western world. Because if everyone should travel out and have their life be endangered by the same people meant to protect us, who can we run home to? Who are we running home to rescue us? If this is the kind of response everyone should be getting from Nigerian government, like it's not. I'm refusing to settle for this. I am not settling. I have my mind made up that this case will take so long, and I'm willing to fight to the very end. But my most worries is about the whereabouts of my dad corpse right now. I just want my dad to be where I am sure of and where I know I have access to him. Because wherever he is right now, I know he's not happy there.
Mm.
My dad has lived a very hard life. He has struggled too much in this abroad, so-called abroad. To be paid back like this, he has paid his tax, he has paid his dues. What else do they want for him again? Eh? What else, man? I don't know. Because this fight, we need to fight it, man. I keep saying and I will keep saying it. This is not just a fight for Daniel Harry. This is a fight for every Nigerians that pack their bags from their home country seeking a better life for themselves and their family members. Because that was what Daniel Harry did. All his sweat abroad, everything. He didn't use it to live any form of a responsible life or any form of lavish life. Everything came back home because he was family oriented. He was a good man. He was responsible. He was always contented. They do pass himself.
No,
If
no,
you not
no,
rob
no.
because of any pressure or anything, he stay in lane. Make money
Absolutely.
genuinely, honest income,
Absolutely.
honest
He
living,
worked very hard. He worked very
everything.
hard. He's a work hard. He's a hard-working man, man. Oh my
This
God.
kind of thing, not my dad. No,
I think the
no,
journey
no.
is
This kind
like
of thing.
this is very sad though, because I knew his dad when I visited Luxembourg. We were together. Ah,
It's painful. You know, having to have just planned it with him that I was going to see him in February, the same February, the same month. Man, that's why I didn't hear. I was calling. I was always calling because we speak almost every day. I was calling. He wasn't returning my calls. I dropped a lot of voice notes. And I was like, okay, maybe he traveled, maybe he's busy, maybe something, maybe this, maybe that. And then I got emails that my dad, something happened to my dad, that they did not see my dad, and now they finally heard from the police that this is what happened to him. Just like that.
someone
Ah,
say Amnesty International can help. The lawyer said you will get justice if only you do exactly what he said
I will.
by reaching out to the
I will
local
do
press
it.
in Luxembourg. That
I
is the only
will.
God.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so
Stand
much.
strong, stand strong, stand
Thank you
strong.
so much.
Keep going strong. I believe that you're gonna get justice. You're gonna get justice.
Amen.
If you are
Amen.
watching, if you are watching this video right now, if you can search, I think this is the caption of the video on my YouTube. If you are watching, if you want to go and watch the interview I did with his dad, the caption is I lived 7 years in Spain, no document before I came to Luxembourg. That was the caption of the video I had with her dad before the news came up that your dad was allegedly killed by the Luxembourg police with torture, beating. Assuming I get the picture, assuming say I get the picture because the person who sent me all those things later, because he said that okay, he's gonna give me feedback the following day because I wanted to bring him on a live broadcast like this. Then up to today, they don't come back again. They not give me feedback. They never even tell me say they get justice, so they don't get like anything. They
Because there's no feedback, man. No feedback.
never reach out to
No
me.
update. No result on it. Everybody is quiet. It's painful.
Okay, okay. The lawyer, because someone said you can reach out to Amnesty International can help. Then the lawyer replied and said, Amnesty International can only pick up the case if they see it on the press.
But it has been on the press since.
But that is from their own perspective, not from you being, the
Yeah.
donor. Okay, so you go in there and telling them, oh, man, this man is my dad. Is a different case than them publishing, because according to the lawyer now, like okay, like what was published by the press was perhaps what the report that came from the police, not a report, I don't know, perhaps a report that came from maybe any Nigerians, da 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 da, So being that he was killed, or maybe according like what you said, like the police said that they saw him on the streets. Wasn't that what you said? They
Yes,
said,
that's what they said. Yes.
okay, they saw him. Yeah, but you go in there, I said no. Um, a second. So you go into the press and give them your own feedback is going to be different, and it's going to be unique, and then you're going to get justice. And just like what the lawyer said, from then the Amnesty International will pick the case up.
Okay. Okay. I'll try that too.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'll try it.
Keep going strong, okay? Just stay strong, be prayerful, and I believe that God is going to give us justice, because your dad has always been on my mind. Your dad has always been on my mind. That's why I reached out to you for the second time. I was like, hey man, I can't believe that this person is your dad. And the first time you reached out to me, like you never opened up to me. I was like, you just asked me when are you coming to UK? I said, man, for now, I don't have any plans, to come to the UK. And I don't know what really led me. I went to your profile. I was just kind of like scrolling. That was how I saw the picture of your dad. I was like, do you know anything? Do you have anything with this person? Da, 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 da. That was how I was very curious, and I have to email you personally because I asked my manager to reach out to you with the number on your profile, the Nigerian number. He said that the number is not on WhatsApp. Then I
Yeah.
picked your email. I saw your email. I said, okay, fine. I'm personally going to reach out to you because your dad is a good man.
Thank you very much. I'm
He
really
shouldn't
grateful
die.
that you
He
did
does
reach
never
out.
deserve to die this way. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Doesn't, man, it doesn't.
He doesn't deserve this. He doesn't.
I'm so grateful. I'm very happy. I'm so, so happy that you gave me this audience
You
to
see?
speak
So
my
someone,
mind. I'm so
this is
happy.
like,
Thank
I
you
just
very
want you to
much.
work. Okay, you work on like keep going strong, stay strong. I know God is going to give you justice. So like this, I just want you to work exactly what the lawyer is saying.
Okay.
Okay, on your leisure time, go to the internet. Like if you can get back to that lawyer, ask him to send you that press publish about your dad. But you say you still have the copy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you can search for them on the internet, then send them an email.
Yes, I will do that. I can do that.
Okay, then start planning for a trip, let's say maybe after Christmas, January. You can start planning for a trip to Luxembourg. So you can also find their address and all of that. Then maybe whenever you're in Luxembourg, then they will see you face to face. Then you can tell them your own side of the story. Because they say from there, if they can publish it on the internet and on newspaper, then the Amnesty International can pick it up from there.
Okay.
And there are, according to someone on the chat, that there are a lot of NGOs in uh, in uh, Luxembourg that are going to have interest on this case.
Okay.
So that goes for this live podcast, and being that there is a lawyer on the chat, so who is asking you to take this step. And to him, he said, this is the only solution.
Hmm. Okay.
So this is coming from a lawyer. I don't know if you can resonate to what I'm talking about.
Yes, I understand.
So this is his own feed. So he's telling you the only solution. He said you should forget about Nigerians in Luxembourg. Just take this step.
Okay. I will do that. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the suggestions. Thank
You
you.
see, he said that your side of the story is more important than what the government is saying. This is coming from the
Yes.
lawyer. So that's why you must do everything possible. Reach out to multiple press complaints in Luxembourg. Email as many as you can, even if it is 5, 10.
Okay.
Perhaps by the help of God and God of justice, your daddy, they're going to respond back to your mail. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, someone said there is no sound though.
But I can hear you.
Yeah, but I just okay. No, this is from the chat, like say that there's no sound. All right, so all right, I think we're gonna end it here.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you very
keep me
much.
posted, okay?
I
Keep me
will.
posted. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't, guys,
Thank
I
you so
don't, someone say no
much.
sound. So, however, whatever comes up, da 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 da.
I'll keep you posted.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So stay strong and
Thank
just do
you.
exactly
Thank you
what the
so
lawyer.
much.
No
Thank
problem, no
you.
problem. We are together, we are family. So and I pray there was a mistake, like I never recorded this live podcast from the beginning. So like I
Oh,
forgot.
okay.
Yeah, because I wanted to like gonna take it out to the other part of social media platform so that it's gonna get to the world to know what is happening. So your dad can't just die like that and without we getting justice. Even if your dad was caught with something, but like it shouldn't, there's a diplomatic way or legal way to
Yes.
handle those cases. It shouldn't just be silent like that, you know. So all we are demanding is for justice. And you say you want the corpse of your dad, you want to take
Yes.
him back home and lay him
Yes.
down at his own compound. So, and we pray, and God will give us strength and the justice to win this case. So just like
Amen.
what, so I so much believe on what the lawyer is saying, you know.
Hmm.
So it's up to you to work according to what
Yes.
I've been saying since.
I
Okay.
will. I will.
So yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here. However,
Thank you.
so ITT journeys, if you still want to hear more about this, so let's say by January, you can reach out to me on Instagram, Italian
Yeah.
Davido. So that has always been my name on Instagram. So if you have anything to add up to this, if you have any information to help her, you can also kindly reach out to her. If you want to still reach out to her directly, what's your name again on Instagram so that someone
Cassie
can.
Cassie Daniel official.
Okay,
Cassie Daniel
Casidania
official.
official. So you can reach out to her on Instagram or you can reach out to me directly if you have any something to back this case up or you have any help at all at all. So God is going to give us victory in this case. So please do exactly what the lawyer said. So look
Okay.
for as many press, just type it on Google press conference, press
Yes.
complaints in
Mm.
Luxembourg. Go to
Okay.
deeper, then you're going to get their emails. Just get their emails. I believe in emails. So once you email them, like 5 to 10, believe me, you're going to get a response by the help of God. Okay.
Amen.
So stay strong. Okay. Stop
Thank you
crying.
very much.
Yeah. Have a
Bye.
good day. Okay.
You too.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye. Bye. So ITT Journeys, thank you so much for watching. And yeah. So it is very sad because his dad is a good man. That man not supposed to die like that. No, he needs justice. And I know that. I said when they send me his dad picture, everywhere they tear him now. That man was so tortured. He was so tortured because this was the person I met in Luxembourg. Like he welcomed me. He said, Talan Davido, Talan Davido. We were together. So I must really appreciate the lawyer on the chat visit. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate it so much. You know, thank you, thank you. It's like now God just bring you come this platform right now, right here. So ITT journeys. Thank you also so much for watching. So who you that is just joining us right now, I'm still gonna kind of like work on the video. Then I'm gonna still repost it tonight so that you can start watching. You can start to rewatch it again from the beginning. All right. So that's why I recently set up this live streaming podcast so that I can bring people from afar and near, you know. So we've been doing this now. So this is the second time we are live streaming. So I pray God give me more wisdom and more strength. And that just it. And we hope and we pray by grace of God, we're going to get justice on this case because the man, if you go YouTube, go see, I'm going to add the link of the video I had with his dad on this video after I reposted it again. So the man is a nice man, he's a working class man, not be street man. Me judging from the interview I had with the man, he did work, he has his own document. So person will get document from Luxembourg. Luxembourg, they pay very well. So what will he have to do with anything illegal? All right. So judging from it, from the time I spent with the man and from the interview I had with him, man, that man is a good man. So he doesn't deserve to just he doesn't deserve this kind of debt, you know. So ITT journeys, please we should be our brothers and our sisters' keeper. I beg, let's stand and support one another. Okay, so in case anything happened, I'm still going to keep you guys posted. So keep supporting your boy. So keep praying for me as well, because it's not easy. A lot of cases like this, they happen, So before next week or this week, we'll see random. I get a lot of case again, different things where they happen. Like people are going through a lot of things, and it is very sad that sometimes most of all these our ambassadors or the embassy, some of them are not kind of like standing for Nigerians, because they are here to serve us. You understand? If Nigerians are not in diaspora, I don't think we're going to have anything that has to do with embassy, But like most of them, they can just, I don't want to say anything right now, but for those of them who have been doing a lot of work, who have been supporting Nigerians, standing for Nigerians, I pray God will reward you all based on your work. So, ITG Journeys, thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. It's a boy, Talan Davido. So, keep supporting your boy. And I will cover her with the blood. Please, you can see put her in prayer. When I put her for prayer, it's not easy because she needs strength to continue in this fight. Whoa! This is amazing. Okay. Mr. Kisley, that is my boss. Thank you so much. Whoa! €5. You tried. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Daniel. No problem. God bless you. And I appreciate you. And I guarantee you, by the help of God, we're going to get justice. All right, guys. So I'm going to end this up right now. So I still have other things to do. It clear. So, boy, talent Davido.